Alright, so today I'm going to be installing the new wheel spacers that I got for the new tractor. On the 3032E, I didn't need wheel spacers for the tire chains, but I went to put them on the new tractor, the 33R, the other day, and there wasn't enough room. I was going to end up cleaning out a bunch of linkage for the brakes and all sorts of other stuff, so I had to order wheel spacers. So now we get to put these on. So we'll get the tractor out of the barn, let it get warmed up. I'm going to do it up by the house just so I don't have to lug tools all around, and we'll see how this goes. I can barely get my hand in between that rod that goes back to that rear brake, and the other side's got hydraulic lines, so spacers are definitely needed if you're going to run chains on the 33R. So looking at this, I need to take the snowblower off because to get the jack out of the back and do all that, it's just going to be easier without the snowblower on. But plus, when it picks up the snowblower, it like tips it down too much, and it's because of the way the pins are on the back. There's 3 spots that you can use, and it came in the middle when I left it there, but in order to change it, you've got to pick the 3-point hitch all the way up. Well, obviously then it's got weight on it, so it doesn't work. So by taking this off now, then I can get this thing changed around. Alright, snowblower's off. It's wicked easy without having to use those turnbuckle style sway bars that run the 3-point hitch like on the old one. This one, you just pull the pins, kick them right off. Wicked easy. But one thing I did do, because the front axle pivots, and when I'm going to be picking up the back kind of in the middle, I put weight on the snow pusher up there so it'll hold it so that it doesn't tip over. But get the jack out here and get these tires off. Alright, tires are off the ground. I kicked it into neutral, and just enough so that the tires will spin, because I'll need that anyways to get things lined up, but that way I can pull them off. They are loaded with beet juice or rim guard, so it'll be a little bit heavier, but this way you only got to get them close. So we'll get these nuts off. Now, one thing with the spacers, it says they don't want any paint or anything on the hub, which, I mean, look, John Deere doesn't paint that part. So we'll get the spacers on. So I went with the 2-inch aluminum Bora Wheel spacers. I think it's like bulletproof off-road accessories or something like that is what it stands for. And it was because of what I'd seen on GoodWorks tractors. They recommended these guys, the aluminum. I don't know, it was a toss-up between aluminum and steel as to which one was better. I chose aluminum. It's only 2-inch. It's just really enough to get me chains on. The big thing is I didn't want to be wider than my snowblower. I'm going to be wider than the pusher with the rear tires, but I didn't want to be wider than the snowblower. That way I didn't leave extra tracks. So get these mounted up. So with this Bora doesn't want using impact guns. I just used the nut driver just enough to get them in there because it's a lot of threading with the wrists. But they do want you to use torque wrench. So lucky for me, I didn't throw away my owner's manual for the tractor, although it was in the pile to get thrown away this morning. So I just checked my torque rating. They want it at 103 foot-pounds. So we'll torque these real quick. All right, so that's it. That wheel spacer's on. Now I'm gonna release the parking brake. I tried just putting it in gear. That wasn't enough to hold it when I had to use a breaker bar to pop those nuts off. So now we'll roll the tire back into place and get this thing put on. There, one's done. It wasn't bad. Getting the tire lined up was a pain because it's loaded. You can't really pick it up, and using the jack up and down, kind of getting adjusted, but really not a big deal. And it gained a lot of space next to that brake rod. So if you look now I can put my fist sideways up through there, so a chain going by there shouldn't be a big deal as long as I put them on right. So do this other side real quick. There, those are on. I bet I don't have 45 minutes into this, although I did whack my head on the light walking by. That still feels awesome. But you can definitely see a noticeable difference on the width of the tractor now. So I'll pull a tape on it and just see what I'm at. So right about 60 inches, which the pusher's 60 inches, the snowblower's 64. So I won't be running over anything when I'm cleaning up. So it works. Now swip over to this top link so that it's on that side, so it angles the way I want it to, so it doesn't pick up and tip the snowblower down. And then I'll probably put the chains on it because I got a little bit of time before I got to go to work. So let's try it. So I meant to record it. I guess I didn't hit the record button, which is well, it happens. But snowblower's all hooked up. I am going to go up in the driveway though, to check the angle and get it flat, just because down here it's not level. So I'll do it up in the driveway. There, so now that thing sits level when I pick it up. I don't know, I don't like it when it kicks down because it's putting more torque on the U-joints for the drive shaft, so do that. But I think now, put the tire chains on. It is flurrying right now, but that's all we're supposed to get. So I'll get the tire chains on, that way now I'm ready for snow. That's one thing about trying to make YouTube videos in the winter. Batteries die quick. So, and it's, I don't know, 30 some degrees out right now, but they still die quick. Now they said that this would be the same tire size compared to the one that was on my 32E, but from best I can tell, this one is a little bit smaller because I only had like 1 or 2 links before, and now I've got 5 links that are out. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to tie those up with zip ties, the extra pieces, drive around a minute, see what happens as far as movement, and then I'll cut them off if I have to, because I don't want to get it jammed up in the hydraulic lines and the brake lines. There, so those are on. It didn't go great because these tires are definitely smaller, and they're still loose even after I took off. How many links did I take off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on that one. 5. Yeah, I took 5 off on the left side, and I took 4 off on the right. But I think I'm going to end up taking 4 off over there too. But it's a pain to get it tight enough, because now, as you can see right here, that clasp link goes with where one of the cross chains goes, and that thing doesn't want to. It doesn't work good going through it. So I need to move that cross link, but you need a tire chain tool for that. So I guess I'll have to buy one of those, because not everyone runs tire chains. I've got a couple of people I could call and see if they've got one. But I had to do it over here too. But if I move that over one, then it'll really help move that one down to there. Then this can go through like it's supposed to. But I would think that the tires would have been the same, but you go from a 4-ply to a 6-ply, you end up with smaller tires, I guess. So, oh well, this project's over. See you in the next one. So I'm under here, and now you can see there's definitely plenty of room. I mean, there's 3 fingers going up next to that that brake rod, and there's plenty of room over on the other side too. So those 2-inch wheel spacers definitely gave me the room that I needed to be able to run tire chains on this thing. So 2 inches, I guess it doesn't seem like a lot, but to some of us it really is.